WON YouTube Networks is now on Facebook. Check it out.
This is WON Brooklyn. From Nationals Park in Metropolis, New York, WON Sports presents Metropolis Expos Baseball. Today, the Metropolis Expos take on the Philadelphia Phillies in game number 2 of a 3-game weekend set. We'll have the starting lineup in the first pitch of this game between the Expos and the Phillies right after these messages.
Okay now, Christy, give me your smoker. Gee, Christy, glad I didn't call for that knuckleball.
Steven Strasburg takes the mound for the Expos here today. 6-0 undefeated. This is his 7th game. He's been at 6. So far, so good. The Expos are wearing their special hats representing this country. And Herrera will lead off for the Phillies. 224, 4 home runs, and a couple of runs batted in. First pitch of the ball game is right behind his head. And I don't know what kind of pitch that was to begin this game, but I think the Phillies are going to remember that. The 1-0 delivery is there for a strike. And now the count is 1-1. It is 70 degrees. The wind is blowing out the center field, so the ball is going to be carrying well. The 1-1 delivery, a hot shot. That's going to be a fair ball, they say, and there's your first out of the ball game. While we have a moment, let's take a look at the Philadelphia Phillies batting lineup 1 through 9. Herrera, Williams, Hernandez, Hoskins, Santana, Franco, Alfredo, Crawford, and Vince Vasquez. Nick Williams, the right fielder, leads off now with 1 out, 246 average. Couple of home runs, couple of runs batted in. Left-handed batter for the Fighting Phils. Strike taken, 0-1. So after a very bizarre first pitch, Strasburg back in the zone. There's another strike, 0-2. Game 2 of this 3-game series. Expos versus Phils. Steven Strasburg ahead of Williams, 0-2. To first again. It is tagged on the base pass by Stargell. And there's your second out of the first inning. So here's Cesar Hernandez hitting at 259 with 2 homers and 9 runs batted in. Left-handed batter for the Phillies. A lot of left-handed bats for this Philadelphia club. Ground ball to Murphy. He's got it. Side retire. Nothing across. The Expos coming to bat. No score in the middle of the first. On the mound for the Phils is Vince Vasquez. 2-3 is his record. 6 starts, an ERA of 5.14. And Rod Carew will be batting here. Here in the bottom of the first. And the first pitch to Rod. So we're going to miss strike 1. As you can tell, Expos wearing their Washington and USA helmets and hats today. So you'll be seeing that from time to time. They're still the Expos, not the Washington Nationals. The 0-1, a little flicker to left. And it's missed by the left fielder and goes all the way down the line. And Carew is at second on an error. Should have been an easy pop fly out. Instead, it's an error, and Carew is on scoring position just like that. Holy cow, how about that mistake? And now is Daniel Murphy with a chance to cash in his chips. Sometimes you just never know. Man's at second, nobody out, on a huge error by the left fielder of the Phillies. The pitch by Vince, line to center field. It'll be caught for out number 1. Murphy hit it round the screws, but to no avail. Let's take a look at the Expos batting lineup. You got Carew, Murphy, Zimmerman, Harper, Stargell, Guerrero, Dawson, Carter, and Strasburg. They lead the National League in home runs. They have a total of 100. That's how good this Expos club is. Here's Ryan Zimmerman hitting at .286 with 5 homers and 12 runs batted, and he's playing third base tonight to make it this afternoon as George Brett gets the well-deserved day off. That's hit high in the air to right field. That's carrying a long way. Back is the outfielder going back. It's gone. So long, farewell. Bang, zoom. The Z-Man delivers a 2-run shot, and the Expos on the board. It's 2-0. And Expo fans, it's time to celebrate. And when you got the time to celebrate something special, find the best tasting beer you can find with Miller High Life. 2-run homer by Zimmerman. And it all began on an error off the bat of Rod Carew, which should have been an out. Turns into a huge mistake, and Ryan Zimmerman, after Murphy's line out, cashes in with a right field home run job. A 2-run shot into the lower seats in right. And here comes the big man, Bryce Harper, hitting at .426 with 21 home runs and a ton of runs batted in. So that huge error leads to 2 runs, thanks to Zimmerman's home run. The 1-out delivery, there she goes! And the Expos have gone back-to-back. So long, farewell! Flight number 22 has landed. Bryce Harper with a second shot bomb, a second deck bomb, and it's a 3-0 Expo lead. And Expo fans, it's time to celebrate. And when you got the time to celebrate something special, find the best tasting beer you can find with Miller High Life. That ball was tattooed up in the letters at Harper's Happy Zone, and he takes it downtown to the second deck, deep into the seats in the right field's place. I think that ball went to the concourse. That is some home run. And here's Willie Stargell hitting at .388 with 12 home runs and 25 runs batted in. By the way, those 2 home runs now tally the Expos to have 102. That leads the National League. Who leads the American League in home runs? The New York White Sox. Just saying, folks. Stargell rips it to right field. He's on. So since the Murphy lineout, 3 consecutive hits by the Expos, and the only ball that was not hit hard was the Rod Carew flyout. It should have been an out, but missed by the left fielder, and that's what opened the floodgate. And now here's Vladimir Guerrero hitting at .381 with 17 homers and 47 runs batted in. His on-base percentage at a whopping .403. Man's at first, 1 out. Vasquez getting the sign from his catcher. The double play situation is in order as the infield is in. 0-1 is the count. Three to nothing Expos here in the bottom of the first inning. As Vladimir looks foolish on that pitch, he's now in the hole, 0-2. The 0-2 to Vlad. He
1 ball, 2 strikes.
stays away from that one. And now it's 1-2. Remains 1-2. Well, now it is 1-2 after the ball. So 1-2 is the count. And the pitch. A little chopper. This could be 2. There's 1. First base. And here is Andre Dawson. Hitting at 407. With 11 home runs and 31 runs batted in, his on-base percentage at a whopping .411. 2 outs, 1 on, 3 runs are in. A huge error started it for the Phillies. And on the good way. There's a ground ball to short. They'll get the force to second. Side retired, but not before a huge error. Leads to the Expos going downtown with the long ball. 2-run shot by Zimmerman, and a solo shot by Harper has the Expos on top. 3-0 at the end of 1. Bryce Hoskins will step in, hitting at 282 with 11 home runs. Actually, 6 home runs and 11 runs batted in. Cubs down by 3 as we begin the second inning, and not in time. They do get the force at second. A fielder's choice. The inning does continue with Vladimir. Now here's a line drive. Base hit in the left. There's your first hit of the ball game for the Fighting Phils. Repeat hitting by Hoskins, just driving it the other way. Gets himself a single. So the Phillies have a man at first for Carlos Santana, hitting at 272 with 5 home runs and 16 runs batted in. Left-handed batter for the Phils. Guy's got some pop, folks, no question about it. The infield is in, the outfield is normal against Santana. And there's a base hit the other way, down the line. That's a fair ball. Takes a funny hop, and the runners will now advance to second and third. So that brings up the potential tying run for the Phillies, just like that.
Batting sixth, is baseman number 7, Michael Franco.
So Franco will now come to bat here with a chance to really make this a ball game. One swing can do it. Takes a strike right down the pipe, 0-1. Franco hitting at 266 with 2 homers and 16 runs batted in. Also has a tally of 2 stolen bases. The infield is in. The outfield is normal. Popped up to right. This may bring in a run. That ball is carrying a long way. Harper will make the catch. Tagging is Hoskins. He'll score. Santana moves to third, and it's now 3-1. Expos lead. And here's Jorge Alfredo, the catcher, hitting at 287 with 3 home runs and a couple of runs batted in. A 1-out delivery. Rip for foul. Strike 1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Two on the way. Swung on and missed. He struck him out. Big out to get for Strasburg. They're 2 away here in the second.
Batting 8, shortstop.
Coming up the shortstop, we'll tell you his name in a moment if we can. Foul ball, strike 1. On J.P. Crawford, 193 average with 2 homers and 7 runs batted in. Stolen base tally of 1. In the air, deep to left field. Back is the outfielder going back, still going back, and he's got to play it off the wall, and it takes a bad hop. To the center fielder, a run will score. It's a 3-2 ball game. Guerrero just absolutely nonchalant getting to that ball. That's going to be an error on him. That ball should have been caught. I think he thought it was gone. As Velasquez now steps in, the tying run now at second base. He just lollydonned to get that ball. I thought that ball was going to go out. Instead, it's a double. Well, no, they're going in an error, not even a double. I'm not sure about that call. In the center field. And that'll be caught, side retired. But the Phillies fight back and score 2 runs. And in the middle of the second, here in Nationals Park in Metropolis, New York, it's the Expos 3 and the Phillies 2. Well, Gary Carter steps in and he has 411 with 8 homers and 29 runs batted in. As the Expos lead now is down to 1. They're in the second game of this 3-game series between these two NL East Division rivals. Chopper foul, strike 1. The 0-1 underway. That's hit well to right center. You can kiss this one goodbye. So long, farewell. The kid delivers a bomb. Solo home run for Gary Carter. And the Expos get that 1 run back. They now lead 4-2. And Expos fans, it's time to celebrate it. When you got the time to celebrate something special, find the best tasting beer you can find with Miller High Life. That's Expos home run number 103 of the season. Well, he absolutely ripped that one to right center. Not a shred of sympathy for that baseball. Man, oh man, did he tattoo this one. And it's back to a 2-run lead. And the batter now is Steven Strasburg.
Batting ninth, Edgar Steven.
And he hits this one the other way. That's carrying a long way to right field. And it's going to go over the fence. Bounce up against the ground and go over the fence for a ground rule double. Strasburg correct, there's no question. And he's on with a double. And Rod Carew, who started the scoring barrage for the Expos, with a fly out, but reached on an error. And that's what started it all for the Expos back in the first. They're threatening again. This time nobody out, and 1 on and a run is in.
Zero.
0-1 on a swing and a miss. Nothing in 1 is the count. On Rod Carew, who grounds 1 to second. They get the out at first, 1 down. Runner moves to third base. Let's take a look at the Phillies defense. Presented by Majestic Athletics. You have Williams, Herrera, and Hoskins in the outfield. The infield is Crawford, Franco, Hernandez, and Santana. Catching the balls and strikes is Alfredo. Daniel Murphy now the batter, 0 for 1. Man's at third, 1 down. Phillies willing to surrender that run at third. And maybe they get the force, we shall see. That is popped up in the air to left. Oscar's got a great arm. Runner will try to go, and he's going to stay right where he is. Ball was thrown off line. He could have scored, but he didn't. So here's Ryan Zimmerman, 1 for 1 with a 2-run homer back in the first inning. Man's at third, 2 outs. A 2-run lead for the Expos. Phillies trying to get out of this with just only 1 run surrendered. Caught on the ground or short, and they will get out of this inning with only 1 surrender. That run came off the bat of Gary Carter, and at the end of 2, it's the Expos 4 and the Phillies 2. Herrera, who grounded out back in the first, he'll lead off here with a 2-run deficit under the Phillies belt at the moment. There's a strike, 0-1. Phillies fought back in the second, the top of the second, with 2 runs, thanks to a couple of base hits and a sacrifice fly. And there's a strikeout called. As Herrera can't believe it. Take a look at the National League leaders in wins so far this season. Strasburg still undefeated. He's 6-0. He leads. Chris Young for San Diego is behind him, along with Kendricks and Velez. Those three got 5. Here's Nick Williams. 0 for 1 here today. And he pulls that one foul to right out of play. He'd like to get that one back, but won't possibly. 0-1 is the count. There's a fly ball deep to left for Vladimir Guerrero. Going back, turning around and watching it fly. So long, farewell. Nick Williams now puts the game in reach for the Phillies. They're within 1. It's 4-3 Expos, and that's the first home run surrendered by Strasburg in this game this afternoon. And Gabe Kapler has to be happy with that one. So the Fighting Phils live up to their name, and now they're within 1. Take a look at this on replay. Opposite field shot. Didn't try to do too much, but he got a pitch he liked that delivered it into left field out of the reach of all the outfielders. So it's a 4-3 Expos lead. And that one's tattooed to right center. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got ourselves a 4-4 tie. So long, farewell, a monster shot by Cesar Hernandez. And it's a 4-4 game here in the second inning. He got a fastball and delivered it into right center, into the upper deck. And the Phillies have tied the game at 4. On the first pitch that Hernandez sees, he takes it downtown, and he knew it, and so did everybody else here in the ballpark. 4-4 tie. Wow. That is some kind of swing right there. That's a strike. Taken. 0-1. That's hit well to left center field. Kiss that one goodbye. The Phillies have hit 3 home runs in a row and take a 5-4 lead. Rice Hoskins, who had a big error in the first, redeems himself with a monster home run to put the Phillies on top 5-4. Holy cow, can you believe this? Another fastball up in the letters, and Hoskins knew what to do with it. 3 home runs hit in a row by the Phillies, 2 monster shots in this inning. And it's a 5-4 ball game in favor of the Phillies. And that's ripped for first, they're an out. And Tanner with the line out, 2 away. Here's Franco. It's a 5-4 Phillies lead. Takes the 3 home runs hit in a row. Has pulled the right out of play. Strike 1. The 0-1 delivery to Franco. Ground ball to short. This inning is over. But not before the Phillies take Strasburg deep. Not once but 3 times. And at the middle of the third, it is a 5-4 Philly lead. Well, Bryce Harper hit a home run his last time up, leads off here in the bottom of the third inning. He's the potential tying run for the Expos. First pitch to Harper is tattooed to right center field. Kiss it goodbye. We're tied again at 5. So long, farewell. His 23rd of the year and his second of the afternoon has knotted things up at 5. And Ben, it's time to celebrate. And when you got the time to celebrate something special, find the best tasting beer you can find with Miller High Life. Holy cow! Harper on a roll again. Let's watch this one fly. A no-doubter just before the fans could take their seats. After giving him a standing ovation, he deposits it in the upper deck, the concourse area, and it's a 5-5 tie. Willie Stargell now the batter. Did he go around? The answer is no. Ball one. Dodgel singled his last time up. Bryce Harper, a 2-home run afternoon so far. And it's tied the game up at 5. So the Phillies didn't have that 1-run lead for that long. Dodgel hot shot, base hit center. His second single of the afternoon. Take a look at this piece of hitting by Dodgel right back up the middle. Here's Vladimir Guerrero. 5-5 tie. The infield is in. The outfield is deep. Line to left center field. That's going to be extra bases. And the runners will be moving. Dodgel moves to third. Guerrero moves to second. He's got himself a stand-up double. And nobody out here in the bottom of the third.
Now batting, center fielder, Andre.
Good piece hitting, and now bring up the dangerous Andre Dawson. RBI chance for Dawson. Second and third here. And he pulls it to left field, base hit. 1 run will at least score. It's 6-5. Expos retake the lead.
But catcher number 8, Gary Carter.
And now the question is going to be how long will the pitcher of the Phillies be in this game? He has yet to record an out here in the third. Gary Carter, who homered off him his last time up, is now at the plate. First and third. Nobody out. The infield is in. The outfield is normal. The kid lines it. That's going to be an out. A line out catch, and that's 1 out. Bad luck for Carter there. And now here's Steven Strasburg, 1 for 1 with a double his last time up, a chance to help his own cause. First and third occupied. The infield is in. The outfield is normal. Into right field. That is good. Dunk in. 1 run will score. It's 7-5. Expos lead. RBI single for Strasburg. He helps his own cause.
Now batting, the shortstop, Carew.
Coming of Rod Carew. First and second occupied. There's action in the Phillies bullpen. The infield is in. The outfield is normal. A 2-run lead for the Expos. On the ground, a double play ball. Nicely turned, and they'll get 2. Side retired, but the Expos scored 3 and have a 2-run lead at the end of 3. 7-5 Expos lead. Alfredo will now be the batter. 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Back in the second inning. Takes a strike in the corner, 0-1, as the shadows have creeped up to home plate and the mound. That's deep to left field. Kiss it goodbye. The Phillies are within 1. So long, farewell. Alfredo says bye-bye. My, oh my, the Phillies just continue to pound the baseball. We have ourselves a slugfest, folks. It's 7-6. Expos still lead. My goodness. The Fighting Phils continue to fight back, and now they're within 1. Both starting pitchers this afternoon not sharp. We told you that the wind is blowing out the center. But boy, these balls are being tattooed here this afternoon. That's popped up into right. Who's going to get to that ball? Looks like it's going to be Harper. And it is for out number 1.
Now batting, pitcher.
Take a look at the defense. Well, actually, let's take a look at what's going on for the Expos Road to the Show report. Syracuse, soon to be a Met Farm club, defeated Buffalo. Jason West still in the minors, and Harrisburg Senators lost to Trenton. Something to look at. As Vince Velasquez now the batter, 0 for 1. Fouled away, strike one. 7-6, Expos lead. Here in the fourth inning, a little nubbler right to the mound. Strasburg's got it. There's your second out of the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder.
I'll bring up Herrera, who's had a tough day, 0 for 2, struck out and grounded out. He's the potential tying run for the Phillies. Takes a strike, 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. He's not, I mean, I tell you, he looks lost at the plate. These pitches look so hittable, and he's just not taking any swings. And if he is, they're extremely late. He's behind 0-2. The pitch. And a fly ball to right center. And once again, the Phillies have tied it up. So long, farewell. Herrera takes away his 0 for 2 day and makes it a 1 for 3 day. That one, a big one. It's a 7-7 tie. Second inning in a row that the Phillies have tied the game thanks to the long ball. Wow. We have ourselves a slugfest, folks. 7-7 tie. My, oh my. And he knew it was gone the moment it left the bag. You saw the way he admired that ball. Strasburg did not like it at all. And I mean at all, and there it is. There it is, that warning, and the Phillies are angry here. Now let's see what's going to happen. The umpire's warning both sides. No more. I'll tell you, they didn't like the way Herrera was admiring the ball. You could tell. You could tell. And you knew that was going to happen somehow, in some way. And there's a ground ball to third. Zimmerman. Slow on, but still got his man. Side retired. We have drama here at Nationals Park. The Phillies tied again in the middle of the fourth against the Expos. 7-7 all. Well, Daniel Murphy, the batter, 0 for 2. Flew out and lined out.
Second baseman, Daniel.
What a ball game we have with some drama mixed in. And Murphy swings and misses on a pitch not even close to his planet. There you see the time. It's a few minutes past 5 o'clock here in Nationals Park. The 0-1, and now it's 0-2. Nothing at 2 is the count. And the pitch coming inside 1-2. We got ourselves some drama here in Metropolis between the Expos and the Phillies. There's a line drive on the ground, base hit in the right. Just past the reach of the second baseman. And here comes Ryan Zimmerman.
Ryan Zimmerman.
Good piece hitting by Murphy. Here's Zimmerman, 1 for 2 this afternoon. 2-run homer in the first. He's 1 for 2. The infield is in, the outfield's normal. 7-7 tie. This could be a double play. There's 1 and 2.
He's out.
2 outs, just what the Phillies needed here in the bottom of the fourth. And here comes the big man, Bryce Harper, who has taken the Phillies pitching deep twice. He's 2 for 2. And here he is. He hit his 22nd and 23rd in consecutive innings. The two-out delivery down low. You wonder if they want any piece of Harper. Probably not, but they're still going to go for it. 1-0 is the count. Strike. Going 1-1 is the count. 1 ball, 1 strike on Harper. The pitch. That's ripped in the air, right field. Center fielder can't get to it, a base hit. From the naked eye, that ball could have been caught. Instead, it just died out there. And it's a hit for Harper, his third of the afternoon. And the batter now is Willie Stargell. Line drive, base hit. Almost took the head off the Phillies starting pitcher. First to second and 2 outs. The Expos have something cooking again.
Now batting, left fielder,
That's the Vladimir Guerrero. That ball right down the pipe and almost took the head off the Phillies pitcher. And Vladimir, with 1 swing, can put the Expos on top. 2 outs, 2 on. The pitch. On the ground to third. They'll get the 4th side retired. The Phillies escape. And for the first time this afternoon, the Expos don't score. At the end of 4, we're all tied at 7. Well, Cesar Hernandez, who hit a home run earlier today, steps in at the plate. Strasburg back to work, takes a strike. 0-1. We're in the 5th inning. The 0-1 to Hernandez, line down the left side out of play, 0-2. The 0-2 on the way. Ground ball, that's a fair ball, they say. Stargell finds it and gets his man at first. What a line score, we have a dandy. 7-13-1 for the Expos, 7-7-1 for the Phillies. A slugfest indeed here in Metropolis. As Hoskins now the batter, 2 for 2 here this afternoon with a home run and a single. He hit a long home run to left center earlier today. And he pops it up, first base side. Stargell makes the catch. Was that Stargell? I don't even know who that was. Couldn't tell. There's Santana. 1 for 2 for a double. And a run he scored earlier. And now he pulls one into the gap in right field. That's going to be extra bases for Santana. Played off the wall by Harper. He's going to throw a bullet to second to keep Santana honest at first. Great throw by Bryce. That had double written all over it, and now here's Franco, who already hit a home run in this game today. And he hits another bomb deep to left, and the Expos just can't get these Phillies out. 2-run homer. His third of the year for Franco, and the Phillies take a 9-7 lead. Franco joins the home run party. And this crowd here in Expo Stadium is absolutely stunned. The fighting Phillies giving it all to the Expos here today, especially to their best pitcher. And the Expos continue to get tattooed here against these young Phillies. 9-7 Philadelphia. Got away. Jorge Alfredo with a home run in the 4th inning is at the plate now with his club up by 2 runs. Takes a high strike again. Boy, I tell you, the Phillies just continue to club the baseball left and right and center. And there's another drive in the left center field. That's going to be caught. Yes, it is. Side retired, but Franco puts the Phillies on top by 2, 9-7.
This is WON Brooklyn.
Feeling 7 up, I'm feeling 7 up. Cherry smile, feeling 7 up. It's a crisp, refreshing feeling.
Okay now, Christy, give me your smoker. Gee, Christy, glad I didn't call for that knuckleball.
Well, Andre Dawson, 1 for 2 here this afternoon, is at the plate. With his club down 9-7. Yours truly, Jonathan Rios, glad you join us here on W.O.N Sports for Expos Baseball, powered by MLB 18 The Show. Ground ball to the shortstop. Will they get the speedy Dawson? They do. One down.
Number 8.
Now we have Gary Carter. He's 1 for 2 tonight with a home run. Or shall I say this afternoon? Both starting pitchers still on the mound. But both clubs. There's another drive by Carter. High and deep to right center. Solo farewell. The Expos are within 1. The kid delivers his second home run of the afternoon, his 10th of the year, and it's a 9-8 ball game. And fans, once again, it's time to celebrate. And when you got the time to celebrate something special, find the best tasty beer you can find with Miller High Life. Home run derby here in Nationals Park. I mean, what else can you say? Both teams continue to deliver the home run ball. We got a new pitcher, Adam Morgan, who will come in. Undoubtedly so, to try to stop this onslaught by the Expos.
And hitting for the Nationals, number 32, Matt Wieters.
Matt Wieters will be the pitch hitter. Sandberg's day is done as Wieters lines it to short. Bobbled by the shortstop, but Wieters is out by a mile. So both pitches are gone. Strasburg and now Vince. That's an awful day for both. Right now, Strasburg is on the hook for the loss. It's a 9-8 ball game. We do have action in the Expos bullpen. It'll be interesting to see who will be the pitcher. It looks like it could be Gio Gonzalez. We shall see, though. Rod Carew, the batter. He lines one to right field. That's carrying a long way, but is caught side retired. The Expos do get 1 run off the bat of the kid, Gary Carter. And at the end of 5, it's a 9-8 Phillies lead.
Now pitching for
Gio Gonzalez, 2-1 so far this year. He'll come in to try to clean up the mess and try to prevent the Phillies from scoring any more runs. Phillies lead here in the 6th inning by a score of 9-8 in Game 2 of this 3-game series between these two NL East Division rivals. P.J. Crawford is now the batter. He could bunt if he wants to. He won't. He's behind 0-1. Fouls it away, 0-2. Strike 3! What a way to begin your outing, Gonzalez. He's got himself a strikeout here. And boy, what a selection of pitches here. Absolutely fooled Crawford.
your attention, please.
And we got a pitch hitter. Cameron Rupp will now be the potential tying run. Pitch hitting for the pitcher. As I told you, Rupp the potential tying run. He's a big man with some big power. Fouled away, strike one. 9-8 Phillies lead. Rupp 227 average, 1 home run, 5 runs batted in. So it's now become a bullpen game for both clubs. He's now behind 0-2. Into right, but foul. Will do it again. Remains 0-2. The pitch on the way. On the ground to short. Carew throws it high, but right there for the out. 2 out. And at the top of the order will now come the bat for the Phillies. Herrera with a solo home run back in the 6th. is at the plate now. Two-out delivery. A little nubbler. Gio's got it. Getting the speedy Herrera. He does. Side retire. Impressive inning for Gio. Mill the 6. It remains the Phillies 9 and the Expos 8. Luis Garcia will come to pitch
Number 57.
for
Luis Garcia.
the Phillies. Daniel Murphy, the batter, 1 for 3, singled back in the 6th inning.
Second baseman.
He's the potential tying run coming to the plate now. 9-8 Phillies lead. It is a bullpen game, but it's a slugfest game. Right now, the Phillies have the edge, up by 1 here in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch by Luis is a fly ball to left field. That ball is carrying a long way toward the wall. It's going to strike to left the wall. Daniel Murphy ties the game with a fly ball to left field. It's a 9-9 game. Holy cow. And fans, it's time to celebrate once again. And when you have the time to celebrate something special, find the best tasting beer you can find. Will Miller highlight. That ball just got over the fence. Ryan Zimmerman now the batter. Brings him into strike 1. Oh, he hit a home run earlier today, back of the first. 2-run shot, which started the scoring, but man, what a game we have. It's now a 9-9 game. Line to right field, but right there, it's going to fall in. Base hit. And the big man, Bryce Harper, is approaching the plate. He has 3 hits this afternoon, 2 of them long home runs. You want to be a major league pitcher? Well, you got to face guys like him. This was his 2nd home run of the afternoon, a no doubter. Of course, after that, he had a base hit, but he's just had himself quite an afternoon here today. That was his last home run he hit earlier today. His 2nd reached the concourse upper deck plate in right center. And he hits his 3rd one. Goodbye. Kiss it goodbye. This man is insane. Short arm throw out. 2-run shot. Expos take the lead. Holy cow. Harper playing out of his mind. His 3rd home run of the game. His 24th of the year. And the Expos regain the lead. They lead it 11-9. And fans, it's time to celebrate. And when you got the time to celebrate something special, find the best tasting beer you could find with Miller High Life. Give Harper a whole case of it. A no doubter for Harper. My goodness, what a day for Bryce Harper into the 2nd deck again. Fans want a curtain call, they're not going to get it. As now Sargent's at the plate with nobody out. That's pulled on the ground. They're going to call that a fair ball down the right field line. And Sargent's got himself a single. My, oh my.
Left fielder,
Vladimir Guerrero. Could this be the inning that the Expos start to chip away? Yet to be seen, but you never know. Here's Guerrero. The infield is in, the outfield is normal. There's a base hit down the left field line. First and 2nd and nobody out. And the Phillies are in deep trouble here. Have yet to record an out here in the 6th inning. And Andre Dawson now the batter. Dawson 1 for 3 with a single and an RBI. Big chance to blow the doors off this one. 2-run lead. On the ground, double play ball. Wow. Phillies just continue to get the double play ball when they need it. And you remove the runner to third, though, but there are 2 outs, 2 big outs for the Phillies. And Gary Carter, who's gone deep twice, is now at the plate. Into center, this could be caught, and it will be. Side retire. But the Expos score 3 runs and take a 2-run lead thanks to Harper's 3rd homer of the game. And a 6, 11-9, Expos lead. Well, what a ball game. 11-19-1 for the Expos, 9-9-1 for the Phillies. The home run ball has been the story. And there's still plenty of ball game to go as we begin the 7th inning. And Nick Williams, who went deep earlier today, is at the plate and takes a strike. Well, both pitchers will get a no decision. Strasburg has to be happy. He left the game with a deficit. And Nick Williams pops it up in the left field. Guerrero is there. Makes the catch. 1 away. Our next MLB Gamecast on WON will be on Channel 9, our sister channel, WON Channel 9. The Sox take on the Pittsburgh Pirates. And then at 10:30, the Nationals take on San Diego from Petco Park. Doubleheader action. That's our next time that we're on Channel 9, 8 and 10:30 p.m. Foul away, strike 1. The third, Zimmerman, and he threw it off the bank. That's an error on Zimmerman. And just like that, the potential tying run is coming to the plate, and that's this man. Bryce Hoskins was already homered in his game this afternoon. He has a home run and a single. The infield is in, the outfield is normal. There's a foul ball, strike 1. And a line drive right to Murphy, 2 out. That ball was smoked, but right to Murphy's glove.
Now batting, the first baseman,
It's Carlos Santana, who has a single, a double. He's a triple and a home run shy of the cycle. Rips it foul, strike 1. Fouls it away, he's now in the hole, 0-2. Line drive, base hit in the right center. That'll go all the way to the wall and take a bad hop by Harper. And a run will come in to score, and it's an 11-10 ball game. Holy cow, the Phillies just don't quit. No way Harper was going to be able to throw home. And the third base coach for the Phillies was just telling his runner to keep going. And that's what he did, and now it's a 1-run deficit with a man at second. And a strike, 0-1. On Franco, who had a big 2-run homer to put the Phillies on top, but that is the race, but they're threatening again. Fly ball into right field. Harper going back, way back toward the wall. It is gone. The Phillies regain the lead. Franco in his second of the ball game, his 4th of the year. It's back and forth we go. The Phillies take a 12-11 lead. Holy cow, are you kidding me? Just when you think the Expos are going to get out of this inning with a lead, the Phillies surprise them. And once again, it is remarkable about this young Philly team. Here's a Plato, takes a strike. That ball, I tell you, just kept on going and going and going. shocked me off the bat. Looked to be a lazy fly ball, but it just carried out. And the Phillies have a 12-11 lead with 2 outs here in the 7th. Strike 3, side retire, but the Phillies make noise again. As it's time to stretch in the middle of the 7th. It's the Phillies 12 and the Expos 11. Well, we're going to have a double switch as Gabe Kepler now comes in and talks to the home plate umpire.
Your attention, please. These cases for Philadelphia. Now pitching and batting in the 6th spot. Number 61,
Edebrey Ramos will come in to pitch.
Number 9, Adam Gonzalez.
Yep.
For Washington.
So we have a new pitcher, Ramos, coming in. And Matt Holliday will pitch hit for Gio Gonzalez. And Matt Holliday now the potential tying run to the plate with his club down 12-11. So Ramos on the mound right now, trying to keep the Phillies up by 1. Hard hit right to second. And there's your first out of the 7th inning. Rod Carew now the batter, 0 for 4, the only man not to get a hit for the Expos here today. Up the middle, he's got his first hit of the day. So Rod Carew ends his 0 for 4 day with a base hit. And the potential tying run is at the plate for the Expos here this afternoon. Daniel Murphy, who homered earlier, is at the plate now. Swings and misses, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
He's 2 for 4 with a home run and a single and an RBI. The 0-1. Line but foul. Strike 1. Strike 2, actually, my mistake. Nothing at 2. The infield is in and the outfield is normal. The 0-2 delivery to Murphy. A little chopper toward the middle. He'll get the out at first. Moves the runner to second base. There are 2 outs for Ryan Zimmerman. With 1 swing and tie it with a base hit into the alleyway. He's 2 for 4 this afternoon with a single and a home run. The 2-out delivery. There's another fly ball! Deep left! The Expos regain the lead! So long for all! 2-run homer for Zimmerman! His second of the day! And the Expos regain the lead again! And then it's time to celebrate. And when you got the time to celebrate something special, find the best tasting beer you could find. Miller High Life. Holy cow. And a standing ovation for Bryce Harper here, who hit his 3rd home run of the game earlier today. The Expos have a 13-12 lead. But Expo fans want to see some history here this afternoon in a game which has been filled with home runs. Takes it down low, ball 1. See the fans standing all over. Francisco Rodriguez and Tommy Hunter are in the Phillies bullpen. Two outs, the 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
The count's 1-1.
The 1-1 delivery. Chopper, base hit on the left. And that's going to be a gapper. Alleyway trouble as Harper will easily scoop into second base with a double. Have a day, Bryce Harper.
First baseman, number 8.
Willie Stargell now. Willie Stargell now the batter. Two outs. Couple of runs in. A man's at second. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1.
The 0-1 delivery. Fly ball in the center. Center fielder makes the catch, shot, retire, but the Expos take the lead again. Thanks to Ryan Zimmerman's two-run homer and a 7, a classic in Metropolis. Expos lead 13-12. We're now going to pause for station ID.
I'm Paul Joya, chairman of the State Public Service Commission. A new area code, 718, is being introduced to meet the growing demand for telephone numbers in New York City. The 718 area code includes Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. Manhattan and the Bronx remain 212. For calls within your area code, you dial as usual. When calling between area codes, dial 1, the area code, and the number. There is no extra charge for these calls. The new 718 area code will ensure the telephone service we need for a growing New York.
This is WON Brooklyn.
Hello, this is Universal City Studios, where we're filming Dragnet. I'd like to take just a minute to talk to those of you who will soon be 65 about signing up for your Medicare benefits under Social Security. Now, it's very important that you go into your Social Security office 2 or 3 months before your 65th birthday, regardless of whether you plan to retire or whether you want to continue working for a while. If you wait until you're already 65 to apply for Medicare, you will have lost some of the protection provided by this health insurance. The time to sign up is before you're 65, not after. Now, if you have a question about Medicare or about any of the other Social Security benefits, write, phone, or visit the Social Security office in your community. The people there will be glad to help you.
Well, Brian Kinzer will come in to pitch for the Expos with his club up now by 1 again as we start the 8th inning. Yours truly, Jeff Rios. Glad you could join us here on 9+. In a game which has had everything, all the ups and downs, twists and turns, drama all over the place here today in Game 2 of this 3-game series. Crawford, the batter, flies one into left. Guerrero going there. Makes the catch for out number 1. Adam Rosales, now the batter, who's at the plate for the first time today. Takes a strike, 0-1. This crowd still out here. Sold out from top to bottom. Fly ball foul, 0-2. So Brandon's job is to prevent the Phillies from scoring. Line to third. Nice play by Ryan. 2 down here in the 8th. Now here's Herrera, who hit a home run earlier. He's got some pop. He's the potential tying run for the Phillies. There's a 2-out delivery. There's a fly ball to right. You can kiss it goodbye. This game is tied at 13. Unbelievable. Herrera with his second homer of the day. And this game is tied at 13. Holy cow. A back and forth contest like never seen before. Wow. An upper deck shot by Herrera, a no doubter. Wow. You can't make this up, folks. Strike taken, 0-1. Nick Williams now the batter. 1 for 4 this afternoon. We are in the top of the 8th, and we have ourselves a tie game again. Ground ball to short. Carew gets his man, side retired, but the Phillies tie the game again off the bat of Herrera. Middle of the 8th, we're tied at 13.
Attention, please.
for Francisco Rodriguez,
Number
will
75.
now come to the plate, the mound right now, to try to keep this a tie game. Vladimir Guerrero, the batter, 2 for 4 with a double and a single.
Left fielder, Vladimir Guerrero.
13-13 game. And Rodriguez on the mound facing Guerrero. First pitch of the 8th inning. There's a fly ball deep to center field. The Expos take the lead again. Solo farewell, monster shot. Vladimir Guerrero, you see him run around the bases, front up, and the Expos regain the lead. Unbelievable. And fans, it's time to celebrate. And when you got the time to celebrate something special, find the best tasty beer you can find with Miller High Life. And Hector Nuevez will not come in to pitch for the Phillies. And Andre Dawson will now be the batter. He hits one the other way. Right fielder going back to the wall. He makes the catch. Out number 1. And now Gary Carter's the batter. 2 for 4 today with 2 home runs. Fly ball in the shallow center, coming on as a center fielder. Makes the catch, 2 away.
Top pitcher number 21, Brandon Kinsler. Your attention, please.
Ozzie Smith will now bat for the pitcher spot, so a new pitcher will have the duty to try to close out the Phillies offense. It's a 1-run lead thanks to Vladimir's home run, though. Line into the gap in right center, and Ozzie's on. And he extends his hitting streak to 15 straight games. Coming off the bench and trying to give the Expos some insurance. They're only up by 1 run. And against this Philly team, it most likely will not be enough, depending on the results in the ninth. Right now, Carew is at the plate. Doesn't swing, takes the ball 1. Carew 1 for 5 today, a single and 2 runs. High fly ball, well hit, left field. That ball is carrying a long way. It is off the wall, and Smith will easily score. Carew on his way to third. He's got himself an RBI triple. 2-run lead for the Expos. They lead it 15-13.
Second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
And Daniel Murphy will now be the batter. Well, Carew was running hard all the way. And here's Daniel Murphy, 2 for 5. 1 swing to put this game out of reach. Man's at third. 2 runs are in. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Fly ball into right center. That's carrying a long way, and it's caught hitting over, but the Expos take a 2-run lead. It's light slicks for the Phillies. It won't be easy heading into the ninth. Expos lead 15-13. Well, Sean Kelly will have the duty to try to close it out and nail the save. He has 1 save this season, but against this Philly team, as you've seen all afternoon, it will not be easy. And here's a man who took the Expos deep earlier, Hernandez. First pitch is popped up. Left field, who's going to get to that? Could be nobody, and it's going to be caught. Guerrero missed the ball in the sun, apparently, but he was able to recover and make the catch. And there's one out. And here's Hoskins. Swing and a miss, strike one. Expos 2 outs away from escaping the ultimate slugfest game. And now ahead of Hoskins 0-2. Popped him up right on the mound. Kelly doesn't even have to move. He backtracked to make the catch, and the Expos are 1 out away from a win. And Santana is the final hope. Can the Phillies make some noise here? We shall see. They will. Popped up in the right center. Right there is Dawson. The ball game is over. The Expos hold on for a victory in one of the wildest games for the ages. Ketchner gets the win. Neither pitcher, starting pitcher, gets the decision. Wow. That's all you can say about this game. Wow. As the Expos win it 15-13 in Game 2 of this 3-game series. That's going to do it here from Metropolis National Park. Be sure to join us for our next Expos telecast on Channel 9 at 10:30 against San Diego. Until then, this is yours truly, Johnson Rios, saying hoping your game is a good game. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Final score, Expos 15, Phillies 13. So long, everybody.
This is WON Brooklyn.